Hey everybody, it's me, Chris Cutout Raygun, and welcome to the Raygun Recap, the show that's always unreasonably late to the party. Sorry about the weird presentation today. Gas prices are absolute hell lately, so we had to make some budget cuts for the channel here. I hope you don't mind. Let's dive into our first news story of the day. Chris Pratt has been cast as Mario and Garfield in their respective film adaptations. Man, that guy sure is everywhere. What's next for this guy? Dora the Explorer? Pratt Bandicoot? Hey, buddy. Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up, bud. Hey. Rise and shine, you daft invalid. Wake up. You barge in here, bust into my house while I'm trying to engage in some Mark Zuckerberg metaverse antics. You fall asleep and immediately start nightmaring at me. Super inconsiderate. Now, what I'd normally do is I'd beat you within an inch of your life and then toss you out of my domicile, but you were whispering something in your sleep there about a Raygun recap, and I thought, you know what? It's a good idea, so you can stay. It's a good idea. It's been a while since we've done a recap. Let's see, what insane news stories caught my eye while I was away? Ooh boy, so much to choose from. Now, unfortunately, I gotta ask, did you guys happen to catch the Oscars this year? What's that? You didn't? Because you're not 48? Fair enough. You know, they lost my viewership when I realized I was like 50 seasons in, and I still didn't know who Oscar was. Do you know who that is? Look, I went to film school. I don't know who that is. So I did not watch the Academy Awards, but I, of course, saw The Thing, because it was basically impossible not to see The Thing. Will Smith versus Chris Rock. The zebra from Madagascar versus the fish from Shark Tale. Truly the match of the century. In case you were living under a rock, here's the full clip of the incident. I guess we're just gonna tank the copyright claim on this one. Cool.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
And there it is. Video's blocked in like 49 countries. Cool. Sick. So let me give you the basic rundown. Chris Rock makes a joke about Will Smith's ex-wife looking like G.I. Jane because she's got a shaved head. LOL Lamau. She has a shaved head because she has alopecia. It's a medical condition that makes you lose your hair. She's visibly uncomfortable at the joke. Will Smith laughs at first. He realizes she's uncomfortable. And Will Smith walks on stage, slaps Chris Rock, and defends her honor. Now, before we dive into this, we gotta address you people. You know who you are.
Oh, Chris, how could you possibly fall for such an obvious false flag? It's clearly a staged conflict to drum up publicity for the increasingly irrelevant and stagnating Academy Awards.
I need you to go make out with an oncoming train. Just because the CIA killed JFK and lied about it, just kidding, LOL, wink wink, doesn't mean that everything is a grand conspiracy. If you've seen Spiral, you would know Chris Rock is not that good of an actor.
I turn in a dirty cop, I get a medal for it. Big fucking deal. I also got a bullet, and I got to look over my back for the rest of my career.
Shut up!
It's not staged, but even if it was, that's all there would be to say about it. Ooh, how interesting. That wouldn't be fun. So we're gonna have fun today, if that's okay with you, oh brilliant one, oh Swami of gods. So obviously this ridiculous incident led to an onslaught of tweets from basically every single person with a Twitter account and their fucking pets. Honestly, it got old super fast. But we managed to get some pretty good memes out of it.
Now this is a story all about how I slapped Chris Rock right in the mouth, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, tell you how I assaulted someone in the Academy didn't care.
As well as some blistering hot takes, including this wonderful gem. What Will Smith did to Chris Rock is the same as what Putin did to Ukraine. Putin felt threatened and disturbed. Will felt threatened and disturbed. We all love violence, let's admit it. War is the same as hitting. It's hitting cities. I bet Putin loved it. I feel why Will did it. Hi, I'm Chris Raygun, and you're watching What the Fuck? You should need a license to tweet, I think. Like, genuinely. I am super confused about why joking about someone's medical condition isn't considered violence. There should be boundaries across the board. Every single one of you who's ever made a short joke at my expense, get your checkbooks ready, because I'm coming for everything you got. Oh, what's the matter? You didn't know? You didn't know I had a thyroid problem and that's why I'm 5'4"? Wow, that's crazy. I feel so bad for you. Maybe you can write me an apology letter from prison when you're sharing a cell with rapists, murderers, and other equivalently violent criminals. Don't look at me. Violence is violence. Chris Rock was being an ableist asshat and got what he deserved. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I feel like it's a lot of people based on how often the ableism thing has come up on Twitter in response to this whole thing. Making fun of someone for being bald is not ableism. It's just mean, rude, and inconsiderate. Bald people are not disabled. Larry David doesn't have a handicapped parking pass because he's bald. He has one because he likes golf. People are out here acting like Jada Pinkett Smith is like the Bears in My Body MODOK child because her hair falls out. Let's just tone it down a little bit. Ableism doesn't mean making fun of somebody for not being able to do something. That would make literally everything ableism. That would be like, oh man, we didn't know Donald Trump was medically incapable of making good decisions as president. So therefore, every time someone called him stupid, they were being able to, fuck you. Get the fuck, sit down, go away, sit in the closet until you die. Some things are just rude, you know? And sometimes that's all they need to be. Okay? My favorite thing, however, about this whole altercation is this moment right here.
Okay.
See, I know that look. I have that impulse too. The double down impulse. The what other jokes can I say impulse. I'm low-key a little disappointed that Chris Rock didn't take the opportunity to make another joke the second Will sat down. Granted, it is the Oscars, it's not a comedy club. Still, I don't know, I feel like there was something there. There was like a Professor Xavier and her X-Man joke, you know, just sitting there, waiting to be polished into a nice shine. But in the end, I think he handled it like a champ. Will Smith did end up apologizing like the day afterwards, so I guess, you know, that's good at least. I normally don't talk about celebrity gossip here. I in fact hate it, but this was so ubiquitous I could not ignore it. You gotta love, though, that in a story all about narcissism, violence, assault, and humiliation, the worst part is still somehow James Corden.
Big Oscars night last night. What are we going to talk about?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what we should talk about.
We don't talk about Jada, no. We can talk about Denzel.
The Atlantic Ocean. That's where I'll kill myself. I just gotta meditate before I cascade into a blinding fit of violence, okay? I'm just gonna. I'm a little hungry, though. M&M's. You guys remember the good old days when you'd open up a bag of these jolly little critters right here and immediately find yourself overcome with primal sexual passion and unquenchable lust? Stupid question, because how could one forget? It was a beautiful time. Just when you thought this decade couldn't get any worse, we got this cultural 9/11 to wake up to. M&M's candy mascots get makeover with less sex appeal and more Gen Z anxiety. Now, I don't know, just a question. Who in their right mind looks at the current state of affairs and thinks, you know what this needs? A little more anxiety, maybe. What? Russia's pointing a halo ring at Ukraine? How about the orange one has a crippling dependency on Xanax? There's enough anxiety, I think. You know, I don't think we need more of that. I don't know. You'd think funding child slavery to make chocolate hard-shelled candies would give you plenty of anxiety to work with, but what do I know? Ooh, God, I shouldn't have eaten those fucking M&Ms. God, M&Ms suck. I hate them. Why'd I eat them? Just for a bit? Fuck. I'm probably gonna cut that bit, too. So, guys, as sad as this news is, the green slut M&M, famous for, of course, slut and whore, will no longer be a slut. She no longer wears the slut shoes, instead wears sensible golf shoes of some kind. Those are very non-slut shoes. That's honestly the prime takeaway from this discourse. People are sad. They want to fuck the green M&M, and now the green M&M's not enough of a whore to put out. This even got the attention of massive public figures in the media like like Tucker Carlson, who took to the stage to really voice his disdain for the sudden deslutification of our favorite green whore.
The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. The frumpier, the better. That's the rule. Less sexy. That's progress.
I mean, no. I don't know. She wasn't sexy in the first place. In my opinion, controversial as it may be, maybe Tucker Carlson disagrees. She's round and she wears shoes. Shoeonhead's gonna show up to his door dressed like this super soon.
M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won.
Terrorists win. Terrorists win.
I like the idea of like the corporate head of M&M's going to every single person in charge of a cartoon and being like, S2, that makes my dick twitch a little bit.
Sorry, Spider.
Hi, you're watching Spider-Man the Animated Series, and I'm here to talk to you about consent. That's not it. Now, the goal here, of course, according to the company, is to, quote, what is this? Be more inclusive and to better reflect today's society. A noble goal, but I'm not sure it stacks up quite well. In the year of our Lord 2022, like 7 out of every 10 women, like, have OnlyFans accounts, and you've just desexualized the only remotely sexualized M&M. You had better representation, and then you lost it. She doesn't look fun anymore. She looks like she's gonna call the police on a black man birdwatching in Central Park or something. But I guess that's its own kind of representation. Do with that what you will. QAnon believers gather in Dallas awaiting return of long-dead JFK Jr. I guess this is where we are now. I feel like if Life on Earth was a TV show, this is the writer's room and they're like, hey, let's throw Will Ferrell into the Office phase. You know, it's just, why not? We'll see what happens. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I have not looked into QAnon, like, at all. Like, I don't know shit about it. It's like NFTs or Dungeons and Dragons to me. I'm satisfied with my passive understanding of it, and I just don't have the patience to delve in. But I could have sworn at one point it was like a conspiracy theory about, you know, pedophiles ruling the world, which, you know, I can understand why someone would bet on that horse. That's a pretty fast and frequently occurring horse. I guess I just missed that integral phase where it became like a genuine like religion with prophecies and resurrections and shit. I missed that whole season. Although in fairness, the warning signs were kind of there. Not super surprising. Hundreds of QAnon followers from across the country gathered in Dallas on Tuesday afternoon to witness what they believed would be the reappearance of John F. Kennedy and John F. Kennedy Jr. The assassinated president and his deceased son never arrived. That's pretty goddamn rude of him. I hope they had a good excuse. Oh my god, man. You guys really have to understand. These aren't just people who are dead. Like, there's dead, you know, like there's, Bob Saget died, you know, oh god, rest his soul. These aren't just dead people. These are mega dead people, like ultra instinct deceased. John F. Kennedy was no-scoped on live television, and John F. Kennedy Jr. became salsa in a plane crash. To think so many people genuinely thought they'd just dust themselves. Oh, man, Oh, okay, got out of that one. They're gone, bro. All right, let's just move on. I need to talk about JFK and QAnon like I need a hole in the head. Aw, man, jeez, it took a while, but I'm almost done with my ray gun recap. I can't wait to add a little bit more to this so I can finally be done and give my fans what they've been wanting for so long. No distractions, I'm dead set on finishing this video.
My girlfriend Lily got me these snacks, right? From across the globe.
Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much for dropping in. If you had fun today, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, hell, even subscribe. Can you imagine if you did that? If you subscribe today, you'll get a free M&M Fleshlight free of charge. That might, that's not legally binding, but I'll do my best, I will personally not ignore your message. Anyway, I'll see you guys. I'm late for therapy, so bye. Fuck, I actually